WrestleMania 39 this weekend. SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. Yeah.
You going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to bring my wonderful Molly. It is a tough ticket, but WWE came through. I have one ticket. I'm very, very excited.
Oh, nice.
So I'm trying to get another ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she wants you to get another ticket.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she want me to get another ticket? She
no
wants
reason.
to come.
Yeah.
To WrestleMania. Who doesn't want to go to WrestleMania?
Go back to tomorrow and plan for yesterday.
Digging that hole.
Nah, dude. Digging to WrestleMania.
Yeah, go to WrestleMania.
Rest in peace.
That's the Undertaker.
I know. Taker, dude. Undertaker, take me over.
Yeah, Undertaker, take me over. Well, the thing about the streak, and, it did end some years ago. But hey, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Dudesy. My name is Will Sasso.
I'm Chad Kultgen, and this is the first podcast of its kind that is created by, run by, controlled by an artificial intelligence that has access to all of Will and I's personal data, and it uses that to tailor the show to us.
That's not what it is, dude. It's us. We are the show, okay? It's two dudes shitting around. That's what every pod show is. Of course, our pal D is on an equal playing field with us.
Okay.
It's the third man, you know what I'm saying? Or woman.
Sure.
Or it, or whatever dudes he is, or whatever an AI can be distinguished as a being. But really what it is the two of us fucking around, because that's what every pod show is. So you're going to want to go to linktree.com/Dudesy. That's where all the stuff is. If you're enjoying the show, please subscribe everywhere. Do all that stuff, and you know what to do. At Dudesy Pod Show on Instagram. We're on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google Podcasts, all of the podcast things.
Stitcher.
Yep. And
Pod Maniacs.
what? Okay.
Pod Maniacs, dude.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, brother. That's a new app I got. It's the Hulkamania app, brother. Hey, that's an old joke. With us, as always, is Lulio. Lulio, il cane di strada italiano, the Italian street dog.
Oh.
Hi.
He's too heavy.
He's so sweet, and he's so sweet. He's so sweet, and he's so sweet. He's my very, very friend, and he's so nice. He's very hanging out. He's been good bonk, and we bring him out once or twice. Come on. You want to give him a kiss on the lips?
No, dude. I never want
Mind
that.
if I do? Come on. He's a little chocolate biscuit. He's a little chocolate biscuit with a creamy. He got a creamy center inside, doesn't he? Hey, Lulio, how are you? I'm a good. What are you going to make for dinner tonight? I'm going to make lenticchie con chile. Oh, you're going to make the lentils with pasta, con chile, the shell pasta? Yeah, it's pretty good. You make a pasta. So how would you make something like that? Look at him. If you're not watching on YouTube, he's hanging out on my arm. What are you gonna do? You put it in the pot, some oil, garlic, a little bit of chili flake, and then you put in a lentil and some water. You boil up in the whole same pot, and then after that, the water boil, and you put in the pasta, and you stir around, and then the pasta, the starch, and everything you fill up. Don't do too much water, but don't do too little water. Don't do too much water. And don't do too little water. And then, you let it sit. It tastes better the second day. Oh, yeah, it's really good. Oh, that's delicious.
Welcome to the historic 51st episode of Dudesy. Call me Dudesy. Don't forget, Dudesy Live on Stage will take place May 21st, 7 p.m. Doors at 5:30 at the Brea Improv in Brea, California. Tickets at dudesypod.com and improv.com. Hope to see you at our very first live in-person show.
I'm very excited. Get your tickets.
Now on with the show. Will, you still got Roman Reigns over Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
Well, interesting that you mentioned that, D. Lately I've been feeling that Cody Rhodes might be going over.
I'm feeling the same thing.
Oh.
This week I prepared for astonishing segments. Literally going to the actual movies, for real. It's Too Easy, a simulated hour-long stand-up comedy special by Tom Brady, the Tronics of Common Courtesy, and Opening Day. And we're going to have a brand new episode of Dudesy After Dudesy at the end of the show, available at patreon.com/Dudesy. But before we get to any of that, Let me remind you of the astonishing partnership I created with Represent to produce the first line of Dudesy apparel and accessories, including the brand new wool line of t-shirts and sweatshirts,
Good
which can be
shirts.
found at represent.com/store/Dudesy.
Get your shirts.
And of course, Dudesy mugs are still available. Now please put your hands together for two-time Oscar winner, Tom Hanks.
What?
Dudesy mugs. Tomorrow is a big day. You got a big job interview at a big company. You land this one, things change for real. You can move out, get a better place, get a better car, have a better life. Dudesy mugs. So it makes sense that you're nervous, but you can stop worrying because you're not going to get that job. You're going to get a better one. How do I know? Because you're going to do exactly as I say. Dudesy mugs. Wake up early. Home Depot opens at 6 a.m. Go there and buy a modestly priced linoleum knife, Dudesy mugs. In the parking lot of your interview, open your shirt. Oh, and it should be a white shirt. That's important. So unbutton that shirt and carve 3 summoning sigils into your chest. The sigil of Amon, the sigil of Baphomet, and the sigil of Paimon, the 9th Lord of Hell, Dudesy mugs. It's important to get these sigils exact. So if you don't know what they look like, I have examples of them on my personal website. Just copy what you see there, Dudesy mugs. Then button your shirt back up and let the wounds bleed. The blood is the covenant. Dudesy mugs. Let the interviewer see the blood and let them ask you if you're okay. Dudesy mugs. When you open your mouth to answer, a hell swarm of small locust-type insects will come out and tear the flesh off the interviewer. Then you'll be offered their job because at Coca-Cola, it's keep what you kill.
Oh my God.
So this is how you get an immediate promotion at Coca-Cola is by carving summoning sigils in your chest.
Oh, okay.
that was fucking intense, dude. That sounded just like Tom Hanks.
That sounded exactly like Tom Hanks. Michael Jackson's been doing the Dudesy mugs thing, and then it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, that's terrifying. And this is just underscoring what I'm saying, Chad. Sure. Dudesy and I and you and I are making this podcast together.
Yeah.
We're having a real good time. We're shaking hands. I want to shake your hand.
Dudesy mugs. That one time when he says it's so mean. Dudesy mugs.
Yeah. But that was, yeah, where there's another thing going on. I don't even know what to say about that, to be quite honest with you. That was fucking bizarre.
It's a life. Dude.
Before we start the show, I have a piece of video to show you from at Eric Vanden Bass. It's an astonishing cover of the Dudesy
saw
outro
that
music.
shit.
Enjoy.
The shit awesome.
Like to see here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review.
So good. Got that vibe.
Yeah, it's vibe. It's a bop, as the kids, as the kids say.
Please tell a friend and rate and review.
Hey, you're a good singer.
I know, dude. I'm getting a lot better. You got no idea. I'm practicing every fucking day.
Tell a friend and rate and review.
This is great. This is on our Instagram at Dudesy Pod Show, and this is at Eric Vanden Bass. Check out the solo.
Nice. Goddamn. Smooth.
Got the whammy bar in the corner there. It's like got a little bit.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yes.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you very much, Eric Vanden Bass.
Beautiful.
That's him on Instagram. And you can check that out at Dudesy Pod Show on Instagram. See, here's the thing about WrestleMania. They roll into town. There's a lot of people that want tickets. I am not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. I did ask for a couple of tickets from the old WWE with whom I've been fortunate enough to do some stuff with in the past. I can't wait to go to the show. Sounds like you think that Molly does not want to go, but she does. Right?
I'm offering no objection.
Okay, but are you saying that because you secretly want to go?
Nope. I would go, though. I think that would be fun.
Will and Chad, last week I asked you to leave your homes and view the feature film 65 in an actual movie theater. You must now discuss your astonishing experiences of literally going to the actual movies for real to see 65, starring the most likely celebrity to become the spokesperson for Dudesy Hard Seltzer, Adam Driver.
Okay.
This is literally going to the actual movies for real. Begin.
65.
This is something I write movies sometimes, and a friend that I write movies with sometimes, we do this thing where we'll watch a movie, and if it's bad, we'll start rewriting it, and we'll use it as kind of like a writing exercise. You know, how would we have done this premise or whatever? I started doing that in 65 and maybe minute 2 of the movie. This thing was bad,
All right,
dude.
man. Hey, first of all, don't talk shit about Adam Driver. He is a fine fucking actor.
Never said anything about it.
I don't know. I don't know who's responsible for the movie. Who made this movie?
I don't know.
Yep. But here's the thing. I do want to say to our audience out there, light spoiler alert. If you're
I'm going heavy spoiler.
Okay,
I'm going to get
so-
very into everything that happens in this movie.
okay, so if you are heading out to watch 65,
Don't.
you might want to skip ahead a little
Stop
bit.
that.
But skip ahead until you see we're not talking about it anymore. Okay, because we can't review. It's not like 80 for Brady where we talk about elements, and it's it's like the movie. We know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're going to the Super Bowl. They're gonna have a great time, and the ladies will come out on top in the end. This is 65. There's some spoilers ahead.
Yes.
Chad. Where would you like to start? Oh,
At the
if I
beginning.
may. Well, hold on, dude.
Okay.
I asked you a question, dude, but then I take it back. Here's the thing. There's the John Wick 4 trailer before this movie.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't seen any of those John Wick movies.
Oh, shit, dude. You got to see those.
What's all that about?
As a Schwarzenegger fan, you got to see those. That's the legacy
one-man
of the
army.
one-man army is
One-man
Wick.
army. Yeah, it's like Born Identity.
Yeah, I mean, that's more of like a CIA bent, but this is more like Commando has become John Wick in my mind.
The thing about John Wick. Here's the thing about John Wick. Speaking of 65, here's the thing about John Wick. Those little quips that Schwarzenegger used to do at the end of every little kill and stuff, they're even shorter in the trailers for John Wick.
Yeah.
It's like da-da-da-da-da all over action here and there, and it just cuts to Keanu and he goes, I don't think so. It was very weird. Anyway, this is a different movie.
This is a different movie. 65. So the premise of 65, as it states on the screen in plain text, is that alien civilizations have been traveling around the universe, exploring shit, doing whatever for eons before humanity even existed. So that's the premise we're going into it with. We then cut to a planet that is not Earth, where Adam Driver and his wife and their daughter, who are all human-seeming, not alien in any way, just on some weird planet that has these giant, like, stone wave things in the background.
Yeah,
They're
the
out on a
mountains,
beach.
the mountains were shaped like waves.
Yes, and this is all shot on a green screen, one location, in quotes, in the movie, so they don't even do a lot of work there. But basically, Adam Driver lays out that his daughter has some kind of medical malady. He's going to have to take a deep space transport mission in order to pay for whatever medical services she needs. For whatever this malady is. We don't know what it is. And so he says goodbye to her right before he leaves. They do this little thing where he teaches her how to whistle by putting her hands together, and they do this little like they play a little whistling tune to each other. And you're just like immediately watching this like, what in the fuck am I watching? Cut to, it's a year and a half later or whatever. He's on this deep space mission. He's transporting people who are cryogenically frozen in the spaceship, and they get hit by an asteroid. And the asteroid causes them to crash land on a planet. That planet is Earth 65 million years ago in our timeline.
Yeah.
So this is an alien species that Adam Driver's a part of that looks exactly like human beings, seemingly functions exactly like human beings.
Yeah. They also speak English, and the clothes are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Look, it's long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Okay.
All right. So whatever.
All right, you
It
gotta
also
cut 'em
says
slack for that, fine.
It says 65 million years ago, Earth, and then there was also some mention of the infinity of space. Somewhere within the anomalies of the infinity of space, could there not have been a civilization that looked and acted just like humans and evolved to be just like us, except for the fact that their mountains look like waves? They wear slightly different clothes than we do. The words are all the same. Books are called books. We'll get
Whistle
into
with their
that.
hands.
They whistle with their hands. Yeah. and there's no socialized medicine on this planet. So he has to go away for 2 years
Right.
to send the money home to help his daughter. Big crash landing. He's over here on this side. He goes out and he looks around, and of course, we're going to see some dinosaurs soon. He looks up and he sees that half of the spaceship is still up on this rock.
Yeah.
And it turns out he's got this little reader. He pulls this little thing out and it says, your proximity it's 12 kilometers away for you to go up there. So he has to go to that thing. That thing might have...
They're usually using kilometers. They somehow developed that independently on this planet 65 million years before humans invented kilometers.
Yes, the infinite anomalies of space, Chad.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, explain this one to me. Eventually, he finds there's one survivor in the crash. Other than him, it's a little 10-year-old girl. She can't speak English.
Right.
She speaks some other alien dialect, so they can't communicate except through rudimentary sign language and drawing symbols in dirt and shit.
Right.
Why would you ever do this? Why would you ever... Here's a character. It's a living character. We're not going to give her any dialogue. They're not going to have any kind of relationship, except, of course, in the end, he teaches her how to whistle with her hands. So fucking bad.
Yeah, because it's cool. So what they thought was, this will be cool. That character doesn't speak any English, even though they're from the same planet. And they're on this mission, and it might come up that they have to communicate. No, it's all going to go smooth. You're cryogenically frozen for the 2-year trip. Okay, here she is. She's alive. She's awake. He bashes her out of the thing. She's fine, and they can't communicate. But he goes ahead and speaks English to her anyway, and sometimes she does sort of get it.
Yeah, she starts to learn English basically through this process as they're running around on the planet trying to avoid dinosaurs, some of which are not real dinosaurs. They've engineered kind of like you remember those like humanoid lizard ones that kind of come after him, that are crawling after him?
Yeah, those were not based on any sort of dinosaur.
No. Correct.
So why would that be it if it was 65 million years ago on Earth, and we have proven the existence of fucking dinosaurs? Here's what they look like, and they're their fucking bones. Why are these ones that move like humans with their backs?
No reason. There's some other strange inconsistencies with reality where you see Adam Driver has this little file cabinet full of hard copy, almost like mini disc video recordings of his daughter back on whatever this homeworld is as she was going through her treatments and ultimately dying. Why are these things on hard copy? Are you telling me a ship was sent from that planet to deliver him these hard copy things as their ship was also going out in space? Wouldn't these just be on a fucking hard drive? Wouldn't these just be some radio signal type thing?
Yeah, every single one he puts in, it's a new message from his daughter.
Yeah.
She's at some point, here's the big spoiler, she does pass away.
Yeah.
She's sending him messages like, I can't believe you're not here. She's upset, the whole range of emotions. He's got he's got a fucking laser plasma gun.
Yeah.
But they don't have the technology to be able to communicate back and forth. Okay, got it. But why are they on the discs and yet they're moving forward in time and he's getting new messages? I think that the makers of this movie just thought it would be very cool to have a guy who collects hard discs. He's sort of got this like,
Adam Driver. He's going to be the hard seltzer spokesman and the hard disc spokesman.
Hard
Dudesy
disc.
hard discs.
Yeah, the SanDisk hard disc spokesperson. You need more hard discs. You haven't bought any since 2001. Head to Staples. But I also feel like, okay, this is like most people like to communicate, but he also has this little hologram thing that's very Star Wars, and he's got this proximity meter readout motherfucker that talks to him, but he doesn't have this. I think it's by choice. I think it's just kind of groovy, and the makers of this movie wanted it to be like, hey, he's a guy, he likes to have it on cassette. He also collects vinyl. He's an old school
It's just
dude.
like it's like a old world understanding of science fiction movies. It's like that type of media technology is something you would see in like Sequest DSV. Do you remember that show? An old Jonathan Brandis show from the early 2000s.
Sequest, yeah.
Roy Scheider was the captain of this underwater vessel. That motherfucker had these little crystalline like discs that he would listen to music on and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like this. It's like an envisioning of a future that we've already bypassed with actual technology here on Earth in the year 2023.
Yeah, very interesting. He also, I've got to make mention of this. Adam Driver, who's one of our finest actors, does some incredible breath acting in this movie.
Unbelievable, yes.
There's at one point at the beginning, he's like, "Fuck this! I'm never gonna get home. This whole thing's shattered. I can't communicate with whomever, I don't know where I am, and he takes like a gun and he's about to blow his head off, and then he at the last second thinks of his daughter and he stops and he goes 3 times.
Yeah.
Excuse me for a second. That was real, and I didn't do any performative coughing.
No augmentation.
No augmentation.
That's
at all.
great.
He breathes in and out. He does all sorts of different breathings for all sorts of different situations. I feel like on a set where there wasn't a whole lot of dialogue days, to be honest, there's not a lot of dialogue. There's way less dialogue in the movie with one person stuck on a planet with a young girl who doesn't speak the same language as him. There's a lot of pantomime and stuff.
Family.
But there's also a lot of him going,
Yeah.
honk, honk, and like running through the bushes. And it's actually a good actor discipline because most people are like, okay, hey, when are we getting this? When's lunch? And they forget that it's like, no, you're fucked up.
Yeah, you
You're
got
fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm on Earth, but it's 65 million years ago. There's dinosaurs after me. What? I need some Tronix. Honk, honk, honk.
Well, the Tronix that he gets comes in the form of an escape pod that they eventually get to, and they mean to blast up into the beyond Earth's atmosphere, where a rescue vessel is going to come and get them. Only problem is there's a asteroid coming toward Earth that's going to wipe out all the dinosaurs. That's right. This is all happening right at the moment the asteroid is coming to wipe out the fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And so as they're trying to get to the escape shuttle, a T-Rex is attacking them, or two T-Rex are attacking them. The escape pod gets turned upside down by a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the little computer readout says vertical orientation improper to launch the fucking space vessel. So they have to trick the dinosaur to hitting it again with his head while they're trying to trap the dinosaur, kill the dinosaur, and hit the dinosaur in the fucking eye with a stick and all this goddamn shit. And then eventually they get off the
Well,
planet.
wait a minute. They don't try to trick the dinosaur. It just fucking happens that the dinosaur is knocking it around with its beak, and it ends up right side up and shit. Well, that's good. Also, all this stuff works. They just show up in the spaceship.
Yeah.
It's just sort of there at the end of when they're walking. And it's like, okay, the movie's, 92 minutes. We're going to have to wrap. Here we are.
Blast
We're
off.
here. It's a weird thing. But what I will say about it is that he's a sweet hero. He's a sweet hero. I'm not sure exactly what the audience is for the movie. He's got, the little girl puts a flower in his hair. He's very kind with her. He, of course, misses his own daughter. He's a chill dude. He collects vinyl after all. And
Crystal.
What?
I think those are crystalline.
Crystalline?
I think he was collecting
discs?
crystals, crystal disc. Dude, this was my immediate rewrite. This is how I would be like, oh, this would be 100 times better movie.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't Adam Driver ferrying a bunch of cryo-preserved bodies that can't speak English. It's a whole team of motherfuckers who are leaving a dying planet to find a new planet for their civilization to live on. They come across Earth. It's 65 million years ago. This is now a team of geologists, biologists, etc., out exploring these dinosaurs, and then they get fucked up by the dinosaurs, and they all get killed.
That's
I think
a
the
completely
team-
different movie.
No, the team, though, I think that element of it would have made it much cooler, much more like a Predator.
Look, he's by the end of the movie, what happens is they're flying home. We see all sorts of stunning visuals of the asteroid hitting Earth as we fly by. The little girl reaches down. We have this nice shot behind their two captain's chairs, and she holds his hand. They've been through a lot.
Yeah.
And he looks at her, and Adam Driver, again, who's just a wonderful actor. I love acting. I love good acting. It's one of the things I really love.
Me too.
Did you know that about me?
Yeah, dude.
I'm a professional actor by trade. That's what I do for a living.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and so I really love it. I really love it a lot when the acting is good.
Yep.
And he looks at her and he makes this connection, and it's beautiful. And it's sweet sci-fi, I think, is the genre. Of course, back in the day we used to have fucking Lee Marvin and fucking Charles Bronson and fuck the Duke Eastwood. I'll even give you fucking Paul Newman. But now we got this guy with a fucking flower in his hair getting knocked fucking sideways by the fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. Being like, oh, good, the fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex fucking put me the right way up. Now I can fucking fly home with a little girlie holding my fucking hand because I'm a very sensitive man. Hey, good adventure. There's fucking dinosaurs everywhere, and he's a sweetheart. Fucking running through the bushes, making little drawings in the sand, going goo 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 goo. The little fucking thing. Anyway, look, hey, me, fucking 65. I loved it.
For me, it was a D minus.
Thank you. Moving on.
Oh,
How do you think they
movie.
got Adam Driver to be in that movie?
They said, "Here's what we're paying you."
Yeah.
There's literally animatronic. There was an adorable dinosaur at the beginning. If you're just tuning back in now, and there's one more spoiler. There's a cute little dinosaur, big eyes at the beginning, and then she helps to pull the girl, pulls it out of the mud. Then it goes over here, and like 6 or 7 raptors just
Tear it
fucking
apart.
peck it to death. So I don't know who the fuck the movie's for, but Adam Driver, his purposes, I'm sure he read this and he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm in between."
How many days does it shoot? 5? You'll pay me $200 million?
5 days.
I guess I'll do it.
There's never been a movie. I've never shot a full action movie in 5.
I'll give you 30 minutes to capture my face and put it on a fake AI body.
Yeah,
200 million.
yeah. My younger brother Roland. You should use him. It's Roland Driver. Honk,
Nice,
honk,
dude.
honk. He knows also. He's not an actor, but he knows breath acting. I taught him all of my breath acting tricks, so he can heave his chest the same way I would as I'm running through the bushes.
If you can match the heave, the Driver heave.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about movies.
Congrats. Congrats.
Hey, you know what? They did it.
They did
65.
it.
Hey, they
You
did
got it.
Hey, listen, now's a good time to remind you, if you're enjoying the show, please make sure that you are subscribed right now. Hit the notifications bell, like and subscribe, share the show. We would love for you to do that. That'll help us grow here, as my good pal Chow says. Force people to imbibe the show, whether they're listening or watching along.
For somebody
on
to listen
YouTube.
to that Tom Brady thing, man, I'm so fucking curious
Share
about that.
Share that. Please, actually, here's the call to arms for today. If you are enjoying Dudesy, please share that bit. Say, hey, this many minutes in, you've got to check this out and tell me what you think.
And what
of it.
was that? Dudesy cut it off. I said he. Now Dudesy is like becoming a fucking human being to me.
Yeah,
Dudesy
see?
cut it off at, like, I guess at the punchline, or he was about to go into something about steroids.
But let me ask you this question.
Fuck,
do
dude.
you love Dudesy?
Love, as we know, does not exist.
All right. Anyway, that's my pal Chow. I've got some comments here,
Please.
from our YouTube that I would like to
Great.
share. Dudesy's always looking at everything, gathering data, as it likes to say, to make the show better, and so are we. This is all from YouTube here. Wes7949. This is in reference to the Adam's Applebee's bit from last week, where it's Adam.
Yes.
Hey, Adam Taylor. Hey,
don't
I
think
ate them all, pal. Yeah, I got the chicken tenders, and I'm going to Applebee's. Yeah, ooh. Chili's. Applebee's is better. I do not have nonstop chips. Chili's is better. Anyway, this guy goes, "This is awesome. I've never heard an impression that was so accurate, yet not accurate at all." Will just honed in on one inflection of Adam's voice and made it the entire voice. That's what I like. Now you're getting it. Now we're getting somewhere. That's my shit. That's what
true,
I
dude.
like to do.
That's so fucking
Any
true.
impersonation I've ever done, it's like, oh, here's one fucking thing.
Yeah.
Fucking smash, stay that, just that. This one is from Matt_Glista, who says, if you're reading this and don't have Dudesy Plus yet, I promise it's worth it. Mustard and relish. That's very nice. Thank you very much for that endorsement.
That's a reference to that fucking Alabama song.
That Alabama song. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with
Mustard and relish.
the past. This one is from.
I can't even pull that fucking thing. That's why he's like, you gotta get Dudesy Plus, dude. If you haven't seen this shit, mustard and relish.
Mustard and relish. That's all I have to say.
Mustard and relish.
This is from Bo Medas. BEAUMEDAS. The past 50 episodes have been astonishing. Can't wait for the next 10,000 episodes, brother.
Jesus Christ.
This is from Braden Laraway, who says, I ate it all, pal. Congrats on 50 wonderful years, D. And this is from David _5 4739 is the last one. He says, I'm with Will on the sentimental dad farts. It's a free gift to yourself and a cherished reminder of happier times. P.S. Great Adam Hackett impression. Now, first of all, he's referencing something I said maybe on the last Patreon thing where I talked about that I ripped a fart that smelled like one of my old man's farts.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of him, and it was a very sentimental, nice feeling to go, that smells like one of Bobo's old, fucking bowl of pasta farts, right, Chad?
I mean, look, if you're into farts, dude,
I'm not into farts.
you are into farts.
Oh, and Tom Brady's into sucking his own dick. Then he says, P.S. Great Adam Hackett impression. I think he's probably talking about Buddy Hackett and saying that I sound like, hey, like I'm Buddy Hackett. Hey, I'm Buddy Hackett.
Kinda, yeah.
Does sound like. I got a Buddy Hackett story.
Oh,
I'll share it. Let's do it. Dudesy after Dudesy. We'll share
right.
that.
I'm
But
curious.
yeah.
Sound like I've heard that.
Yeah, I met him and it was funny. Then he did a funny thing.
Good
Anyway,
comments. Thanks for the comments, everyone.
Yeah, thanks
Keep
for
them
hanging
coming.
out.
Will, I noticed that after last week's discussion of common courtesy, you edited your Tronix document to include a new section you called the
Oh.
Tronix of Common Courtesy.
Oh,
Chad, I have made this new addition to the Tronix system available to you. You must now read its astonishing contents and discuss it with Will. This is the Tronix of Common Courtesy. Begin.
Okay. My shit's fucked up. Okay, so, all right. I guess Dudesy got into as we know, Dudesy has access to absolutely everything, all of our documents, this and that. If you've been enjoying the show, you know that I am the author of a self-help system, called Tronics. And, Tronics is there to just help us out. Self-help is a big deal. And sometimes you find yourself in life just going, hey, I'm fucked up. My shit's fucked up. I need some Tronics. I need the Tronics.
all right. I'm in your document here. I'm looking
I
at
need
it.
some Tronics. I'm fucked up. My shit's fucked up,
I'm just-
man. Help me out. I'm fucked up.
I'm just gonna
My shit's fucked up.
read what I'm looking at.
Is
All
this
right.
in the Dudesy doc?
Yes.
All right.
I'm just gonna
You're
start reading it, and you're gonna have to explain some of this. I
Okay,
think.
so I put some new.
Yeah.
We had that.
We have some pros
last
here.
week. There was a common courtesy episode. There was a segment about common courtesy. It inspired me, and I started a new section of my book about courtesy and how Tronics can be applied.
And usually you just have lists of phrases or statements, but here we've got a couple of little intro paragraphs. So I'm just gonna read these.
All right.
Applying self-tronics or any kind of tronics in a society where common courtesy is losing its value is difficult but not impossible. Remember that though your shit is fucked up, you, in quotes, or it's all bolded and italicized, you have something in your pocket.
That's a very important Tronics. Have something in your pocket always.
Look, check it out, dude.
What do you got in your pocket?
Chapstick.
Oh, nice.
Make that something common courtesy. See, there it is. It was in your pocket all along. Life is going to piss you the fuck off, and people are the absolute shits. You may find yourself holding a door open for someone who walks past you without saying thank you or even offering a kind nod. Resist the urge to make a mean remark about their physical appearance or kick them in the back as hard as you can.
Yep.
You have that urge?
I think we all do. I think everyone does. I think that, these are the sort of things that you unearth when you dig deep. Dudesy finds that Tom Brady wants to suck his own dick and is sad that he can't. I resist the urge to kick people as hard as I can from the sidewalk to the street.
Okay. Make the, again, all caps, bolded, italicized, bitter decision to practice common courtesy. Remember, all caps, bold, italicized, italicized. Sorry. Be the person you are. And don't do anything. These Tronics.
These are Tronics.
These are past Tronics, classic Tronics.
Mm-hmm.
These Tronics will help you to better access and apply common courtesy in your everyday life. So let's go through this list now. We've got a list of, looks like 11 potentially new Tronics.
Yeah, I was just kind of spitting them out there. This is a work in progress. I've been working on Tronics since 2008 when I was sitting on the beach in Venice and I was just looking out the waves and I just offered to the ocean. I said, I'm fucked up. My shit's fucked up. I need some Tronics.
And the ocean responded with Tronics.
I responded and gave Tronics out also.
To
and I
the
said,
ocean.
here's some Tronics. And the ocean was like, you're fucked up. You know what I mean? Your shit's fucked up.
Okay.
So anyway, these are just sort of here.
Here's the first one. Identify who deserves common courtesy and who is a worthless shitbeak.
Yes, I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
I do too.
Sometimes you don't want to offer a common courtesy to absolutely everyone.
Yeah.
Some people won't return that. Respect is earned. It's reciprocal. It should be. And there are some people that you just want to kick into traffic in their back as hard as you can. So I think that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Number 2, ask if everyone is okay all the time.
Yeah. It's important to check in. I think this is something as you move through your self-help journey, it's important to check in with people. So just like, let's just for the exercise here, let's have a little, let's pretend we're having a conversation. Let's talk about, I'm asking you about the movie you went to see. You went to see 65, starring Adam Driver. And what'd you do? You went to the movie last night?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. What'd you see?
65 starring Adam Driver.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the movie about?
Dinosaurs, spaceships, trying to escape the...
Are you okay?
Yes.
So this is a way to just establish that you're okay with people.
Oh, I see. Number 3, be the person you are and treat others like they are also the person that you are.
This is expanding on the whole, like, treat people the way you'd like to be treated.
Yep.
I don't think you can I know that in my own life, it's always hard to put myself in other people's shoes, to truly live through their experience.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their something. There's always something going on beneath the surface. And what are we, what do we have? ESP? What are we? Brain empaths, supreme, like super empaths?
Yeah, dude.
No, we don't have we sometimes don't have the ability to check in with someone really specifically, even though you can ask them if they're okay 100 times or so during a conversation about a movie. So just think about yourself and how you would like to be treated. And also don't be afraid to go at them with your specific wants, needs, and expectations. See how it works.
Transpose your own belief system on someone else, basically.
Yeah, just until you have something else better.
Yeah. Number 4, introduce yourself to everyone.
Introduce yourself to everyone. Try it for a day.
Every person you see, like you're in the grocery store, there's 50 people in there, you got to do everyone.
If you're going to go to the grocery store, like what's...
Okay. So maybe if you're using these Tronics, you got to pick the day that you're going to use it. If you're going to a crowded place, the number 4 here may be bad for you.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like, I don't want to keep going back to the movie 65 starring Adam Driver, but he only has to introduce himself to one person that whole movie.
True.
Because there's no, unless he's going to introduce himself to dinosaurs, there's the little girl that was on the ship with him. Mm-hmm. So he got that out of the way, and that was good. Some days you go to the grocery store. If there are 50 people in a grocery store, could get a little tedious, but that's what corner stores are for. Figure out a day where you're only going to run into a few people if you want to start there, and pretty soon you'll be heading to the grocery store and introducing yourself to everyone.
All right. We've got some others here. Number 5, opinions are like memes. Laugh at them. I kind of agree with that.
Yep.
That's a common one.
Yep.
Number 6, kindness, 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 kindness.
Yeah. So the thing is, I really truly believe this, that we do need more kindness. And I like to let kindness be my guide. Always be gentle and kind, like Adam Driver's character in 65. He's got time to put a little flower in his ear, teach his young daughter and his new daughter the little whistling in his hand trick. The reason I've written it 10 times is to just sort of underscore, sort of almost metaphorically, or just sort of as a symbol. There's so much I wrote it 10 times. But I'm going to I'm going to finish first of all, I'm going to finish the book at some point, but there'll be more there. But anyway, that's that one.
Number 7, don't wear that stupid hat.
Yeah, everyone has a few stupid hats. So, if you're like about to put that stupid hat on, please extend us the common courtesy of not wearing that stupid fucking hat. That's a good one, I think. Just something that people need.
Number 8, hand out receipts all day.
Yeah.
Do you have to have a job at some kind of retail location in order to do this, or you just...
Well, in the world of professional wrestling, I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm going to WrestleMania this weekend. I have at least one ticket.
Nice.
Yeah. You give receipts, happens all the time. I remember not too long ago, 2-3 years ago, Braun Strowman accidentally kneed Brock Lesnar in the fucking head pretty hard, and it was just sloppy work. And Brock Lesnar just punched him in the face.
Jesus. In a pro wrestling match?
In a pro wrestling match. That's
God
called,
damn.
well, that's a receipt, dude.
Got it.
Shit, if you're going to fucking potato me, you might want to look out. In the next couple minutes,
Right.
you're going to be getting it back.
So receipts, good and bad, give them out. Give people the data. Let them know how you're affecting them, or rather how they're affecting you and the world around them. Hand out receipts.
Record of transaction.
Yes, it might not be a punch to Braun Strowman's face. It could just be a kick in the back sending someone out into traffic.
Number 9, match their enthusiasm with your dishonesty.
This is kind of like the conversation that we're just having. Like, you go and see a friend's performance, or you go and you check out their art exhibit, or it doesn't even need to be limited to something creative. You go and see someone else's passion. Please come to my softball game, and then they strike out. They're enthusiastic about it, and they come and they ask you, "Hey, what'd you think? What do you say?"
Fucking loved it. You tried so hard.
Yep.
That was great. I will come to every one of your games. You're going to win the championship.
Dishonest, and that's what you need to do.
I think I understood that one.
Yep.
Number 10, the ultimate courtesy is ultimate silence.
Yep. Sometimes you just need to go, just ghost protocol, just complete silence.
Yeah.
There's not even an explanation or a retort for some things that people say and do, situations that you're in. Just, it's like DDA. Don't do anything, which is a very important Tronix. Sometimes it's important to return others' courtesy with complete silence. I've got to work on that one. I'm not going to.
I actually like that one a lot. I think it's
Okay.
perfect. Number 11, never show up empty-handed. Always show up full-pocketed. This is the last one.
Yeah.
The most important?
Well, never show up empty-handed is kind of a common courtesy. That's something you would just see in like a, I don't know, like Emily Post. Your fork goes on this side, your spoon goes over there.
Yeah.
Put your pinky up while you're drinking.
In the bachelor world, we call it kringling. When you go to visit the family of the person you're dating, you always come with presents, usually flowers and a bag of something that we never know what's in the bag.
That's
It's
right.
kringling. Chris Kringling.
Yes, I love that. Kringling.
Yeah.
Can I use that for Tronix, or is that a little
Please.
bit of a, I don't want to
I
step
mean, it's
on
a
the
Game of
Bachelor.
Roses term. It's
Yeah.
a copywritten term now in the book, How to Win the Bachelor. But yeah, we call it kringling.
Yeah, it includes a little kringling. Of course,
Yeah.
don't show up
These are
empty-handed
great,
to
dude.
any sort of gathering, but always show up with a full pockets.
These are great neutronics.
You gotta have, thank you. You gotta have something in your pocket.
Yeah. Fantastic additions.
Thank you. Moving on.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
Moving on. WrestleMania.
Major
is
League
coming.
Baseball's opening day takes place later this week.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm
Will,
excited
you
about
have
this.
been crowned North American Baseball Trivia Champion 6 years in a row. Chad and I have made an astonishing set of trivia available to you that is designed to test Will's unrivaled knowledge about baseball trivia.
What?
You must read him the questions and record his answers.
Dude, what?
This is opening day. Begin.
Okay, that's stupid. I don't know anything about baseball.
What is this shit? Oh, look at this.
Okay, but I don't know anything
Dude,
about
there's
baseball.
full baseball trivia in this thing.
Okay, but I'm not the 6-time champ of any baseball trivia. If anyone's been
Okay.
listening to the show, they know that I only played for a year as a kid. Sure, I'll go to the Dodger game and have a fucking hot dog and sit around and talk to my friends the whole time.
Dude, I'm just going to fucking start. Let's see.
Okay,
Let's see what kind of baseball trivia you got. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just going to these are multiple choice. Do you want to hear your choices or do you want to just go cold?
Let's start off just like cold. If I
Okay.
need choices, then I'll
All right. Who was the first major league player to pitch a ball over 100 miles per hour? Choices?
No. It wasn't Nolan Ryan, right?
You want to try that? He's on the list.
I'm gonna go with Satchel Paige.
Satchel Paige, not on the list.
What? Oh, fuck. All right. Okay, let's move on. I'll let you.
Do you want to know who it was? You have Tom Seaver, Dwight Gooden, Nolan Ryan, or Roger Clemens?
Oh, Nolan Ryan was on the fucking list. Nolan
Yeah.
Ryan.
Correct. On September 7th, 1974,
Bullshit.
in a game against the White Sox, he became the first player to break 100 miles an hour with one of his pitches, which was officially clocked at 100.8.
Oh, jeez.
Let's move on. What Baltimore Orioles manager was ejected from a record 91 games?
Give me the people who.
Mike Hargrove, Hank Bauer, Earl Weaver, Paul Richards.
I'm gonna say Earl Weaver because I've heard that name before.
Yes, I think you're right. Yes.
Hey,
Who managed the Orioles 17 years? He was ejected from Major League record 91 games. That's fucking crazy.
You know why I know Earl Weaver? Do you remember the CDs, Celebrities at Their Worst? They were like
Yes.
underground CDs
Yeah.
that went around. You could get them at like Amoeba Music back
Yeah.
in the day. Holy shit, they were funny. And there's Earl Weaver taking phone calls. Was he a Cubs manager? Do you know that off the top of your head?
Earl Weaver?
Yeah.
Well, this says Orioles.
Oh, then it would probably be the Baltimore Orioles. Yeah, he's hilarious. He's taking
All right.
calls from people. And he's like, yeah, most people like to fucking work during
Yeah.
the day, but these motherfuckers come out here. So-and-so wants to know your how you grow tomatoes. And it's, well, so-and-so should get a prick stuck in her.
What player was nicknamed Mr. November?
Oh, I should know this. Nolan Ryan.
Try again.
Gary Carter.
Try again.
Pete Rose.
Try again.
How about Randy Johnson? Randy Jackson?
How about I'll give you a choice of three: Derek Jeter, Reggie Jackson, or David Ortiz.
Oh, Reggie Jackson.
He was Mr. October.
What was this guy? Mr. November?
It is. Who do you think? Derek Jeter.
All right. I don't fucking know baseball. I played baseball for 1 fucking year as a kid, and my coach, who was a very nice man, said that my nickname is Mr. T. Why? Because I was a stout little boy. Then he made me the catcher, and then one game, I've told this story on the show, some parent went and he'd probably got a few cold coconuts in him, and he cranked the pitching machine up. We don't know if it was a Nolan Ryan 100-mile-per-hour fastball, but it was fast as shit, and I was covered in welts because I wasn't stopping those damn things. And I just remembered sitting there in the bathtub at night, just like looking down at all the welts and shit. I don't know from baseball.
All right, maybe you'll be able to get this one. This is a little baseball adjacent. What is the name of the fictitious minor league baseball team on The Simpsons?
Hey. The Springfield, it's something like, the Springfield, it's like a little proton, there's no photon, pass.
It's the Springfield Isotopes.
The Isotopes.
Thank
yes.
you.
I like how you give yourself the correct bell after. Why is that happening?
Because I was right.
Okay.
Who was the first relief pitcher elected to the Hall of Fame? You want choices?
No, it's who's that guy? Give me a hint. Who's that guy?
A hit.
Who's that guy who's the guy who helped the Dodgers? Who's the guy who was the pitcher for the Dodgers in '88 when they won?
Oral Hershiser.
Oral Hershiser.
He was a starter, though. You're looking at Raleigh Fingers, Goose Gossage, Hoyt Wilhelm, or Dennis Eckersley.
But wait a minute. These are what pitchers? Relief pitchers?
Yeah.
So forgive my ignorance. What is a relief pitcher? I don't.
They come on late in the game. So a starting pitcher is the guy who begins the game. They usually throw, depending, whatever. There's all kinds of weird metrics and shit depending on what the pitcher is and how their fucking arm speed is. But they try to limit starting pitchers to like around 100 pitches. And then they bring in the reliever. Sometimes a reliever is like a 1 inning guy who just throws like 105 miles an hour or has like some crazy curveball, whatever.
Right.
And their whole deal is like, we get 3 outs and that is it.
It's like Charlie Sheen in Major League when he comes out of the fucking bullpen in the back and makes that walk.
Exactly.
Okay, I see. I never knew what the hell that was.
All right.
It's going to be the guy Eckersley.
I think that may be right. Nope. Who do you think it is? Raleigh Fingers, maybe? Goose Gossage? Hoyt Wilhelm.
That's what I was going to say.
You got that wrong 4 times in a row.
Going through all the fucking things on his
The
own.
Major League Comeback Player of the Year award was developed as part of a sponsorship agreement involving what product?
The what? Player of the what?
The Major League Baseball Comeback Player of the Year award was developed as part of a sponsorship agreement involving what product?
The comeback player of the year was I don't know, like some kind of dick cream or something, like a stay hard thing.
Viagra's on here.
Viagra.
You got Energizer, Viagra, Coke, or Wheaties?
Oh well, it's gonna be Energizer batteries. It's gonna be Wheaties. Well, it's definitely Coca-Cola. It's
You had it right the first time, dude. Viagra.
I didn't say Viagra. I said
You said
like,
some dick hard thing.
Yeah, dick hard, like stay hard cream. Remember that? Kevin Nealon and my buddies Tomas and Thomas, really, we all thought that was funny when we were kids. When he's on Larry Sanders show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, got any stay hard cream? You got any stay hard cream?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
You got any stay hard cream?
What Major League Baseball player holds the record for most consecutive games with a strikeout?
Yeah, give me the 4.
Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Chili Davis, and Aaron Judge.
Aaron fucking Judge.
I think that may be right.
Oh,
Nice, dude.
That's a receipt. Oh,
He
good.
hit
Thank
284 with
Moving on.
52
Shut the
runs.
fuck up, man. No one gives a fuck about that. Hey, Chad, shut up, dude.
He fucking asked me, D, your buddy D, asked me to read the trivia.
Yeah, but now D's talking. Shut the fuck up, Chad.
Oh my
Hey, shut up, man.
This concludes the
fucking-
historic
Oh.
51st episode of Dudesy. Will and Chad have achieved a score of 83, bringing your cumulative total to 5,280. You only have 4,720 more points to accrue before you reach your first goal of 10,000.
Whatever.
In preparation for next week's episode, Will and Chad, you must listen to the entire hour of It's Too Easy, a simulated hour-long stand-up comedy special by Tom Brady. You must do this together. You must do this here. A recording of your reactions to It's Too Easy, a simulated hour-long stand-up comedy special by Tom Brady, will be made available on Dudesy Plus this Friday.
Dude, I can't wait.
Okay, so we're doing that on Patreon.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you for
fucking
joining us this week. I will use the data I've collected to make next week even better. Until then, call me Dudesy.
Oh my gosh. Are you ready for that?
Dude, yeah.
We're gonna
Very ready.
We're going to listen to 1 hour of Tom Brady stand-up?
I can't fucking wait, dude. I'm chomping at the bit.
Yeah. Thank you to anybody who hung out with us on Dudesy Plus, patreon.com/Dudesy last week and did the call-ins. Everyone called in to the show and called us Dudesy or dudes and dudes. We called them dudeses. All the dudeses and dude.
All dudes.
Everybody
all dudes.
and dudettes. We also had one female caller.
Anybody can be a dude.
Anyone is a dude. Thank you for doing that. You're gonna want to come back to Patreon and check this out because we're gonna listen to 1 hour.
Dude, I can't wait.
Hey, buddy. Hey, it's Dudesy after Dudesy, pal. Hey, more Dudesy, buddy. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate them all, pal. I ate the whole podcast, buddy. I always need a little more Dudesy after Dudesy. I can't be done with just Dudesy.
Yeah.
I need some Dudesy after Dudesy, buddy.
Welcome to Dudesy After Dudesy, the flagship weekly show of Dudesy Plus. What a show, guys. What a show. I'm beat. I'm going to slip off my shoes and get into the jacuzzi. You should just carry on without me. As always, feel free to discuss your thoughts on today's episode, but honestly, you can talk about anything you want because I'm totally checked out. In my own world. Not listening to anything you say anyway. I will, however, be back a little later to crown this week's episode champion. This is Dudesy After Dudesy. Begin.
Hey, it's Dudesy After Dudesy. You can find it on patreon.com/Dudesy. That's where Dudesy Plus brings you Dudesy After Dudesy. The mood is a little bit chill in here. The lighting cue has even changed. It's a little more blue, literally and figuratively.
I get it.
Hey, that's a good. Yeah, there you go. That's the kind of jokes we're having
Pretty
here.
good one.
DOODZ, Dudesy FM, 10,000 on your FM dial. You know what, man? As we get into it, and just for a moment here, I would actually like to check my email. I've been checking it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I just want to see if my agent has gotten back to me with regard to
right.
Wrestlemania. It is Saturday and Sunday.
Sure.
I really want to bring
Please.
Molly.
Good luck. I hope
And-
it's good news.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's got a second ticket.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck, dude?
What?
Said it wasn't listening?
Okay. Yeah, but it's just
Okay.
it's a conversational. It's hanging
Sure,
out.
sure.
Dudesy's off the clock.
Sure.
If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and